Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. It seems like we've had wave after wave of severe weather hit us in the Ozarks so far this spring. So we wanted to bring in Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warriner and ask him a couple questions about this. Why have we had those waves? It seems like they come through, they've been coming through continuously. Why has that been?
First off, let's talk about, the numbers as it stands right now. Just over the last month, going back to the end of April, of course, we remember the big outbreak then, had 29 confirmed tornadoes out of that outbreak in the Ozarks. Since then, we have seen subsequent outbreaks of severe weather, really focused over the course of last week. And again, this is just in the Ozarks we're talking about. Our numbers for tornadoes at this stage of the game likely top 40 for the year so far. And it's the end of May. We've still got the rest of the year to go, and there will likely be additional tornadoes, hopefully not to the degree that we've seen. In a typical year, we might see 34 or 35 tornadoes. So really over the course of a month, we've eclipsed that average number for an entire year. And that really, I think, tells the story in terms of how active this severe weather season has been, particularly, again, late April through now. Talking about why this is occurring, let's take a look at the pattern that we've got currently, and it's this trough in the western U.S. This is the culprit, the driver behind the severe weather that we have seen across the midsection of the country. We saw this at the end of April. We saw this pattern relax, and then it came right back here over the last few weeks, and the result has been not only waves of severe weather locally, but waves of severe weather across the midsection of the country into the Ohio Valley. It's been very, very active. In fact, when you look at the total number of tornadoes so far throughout this year, we're running above normal nationally as well. So it's been a very active severe weather season. Again, that trough in the western U.S. is the big problem, because what's happening is ahead of that trough, we got lots of Gulf of Mexico moisture just flowing north in an unimpeded way. We've also, with that pattern, not been able to push a front through the area. Of course, when we get these cold fronts, oftentimes that brings with them dry, stable air, and we kill our thunderstorm chances for a little while. Well, that's not happened because we haven't been able to push a cold front through the area in any big way. So we've just been in a very, very active pattern. With that jet stream energy, you also have a lot of wind energy that helps to organize these storms into severe weather producing thunderstorms. Now, looking ahead, John, I think that as we work out of the month of May and into June, what typically happens is we find that jet stream pattern beginning to relax and lift a bit further north into the upper Midwest across the Great Lakes. So the higher wind energy with the jet stream shifts north, and we find the winds in the atmosphere relaxing. When you've got when you've got weaker winds in the atmosphere, thunderstorms, you can still get severe weather, but typically it's more isolated in nature. It's not nearly as organized, and the tornado potential goes way down.
Sure. So that's more of like a summer pattern we would usually see here in the Ozarks. And I guess, is that the main difference between those two storms, is the fact that tornadoes are, I guess, less likely to generate in that summer pattern?
Yeah, and it's important to mention that you can have tornadoes any time of the year. It could be in the heart of the summer season, it could be in the fall, it could even be in the winter. Certainly it can be in the spring. You just have to have the right ingredients in place. And typically as we move into the summer season, you lose some of those severe weather making ingredients because, again, the jet stream lifts further north out of our area. And so as the winds relax in the atmosphere, even though we'll get thunderstorms, and looking ahead, it looks like we're going to stay in a wet pattern through the month of June into July, meaning we're likely going to have waves of thunderstorms continuing and some severe weather. We should not see the organized nature of severe weather that we've seen over the last month.
Sure, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about from these storms. Not only has it brought severe weather, but lots of rain, not only to us in the Ozarks, but to our neighbors up to the north in the state. And it seems like everybody's wet here in the state.
Well, and the problem is, it wasn't just the spring. We had a very, very snowy winter. Maybe not here in the Ozarks, but north of the Ozarks, particularly areas like Nebraska and northeast Kansas, across northern Missouri and Iowa, lots of snow. And when that snow melted, a lot of the water went into the ground and a lot of the water came down the river. So the rivers have been flooding for a little while now, for a few months now in some cases. Now, in addition to that, to compound the problem, we've got a lot of rainfall that's coming with this thunderstorm activity, and that's leading to flash flooding, and it's also leading to river flooding. Of course, the Arkansas River has been in the news here over the last several days, and the Missouri River has been in the news for weeks and weeks now with the flooding that's been ongoing there, and also on the Mississippi River.
Sure. We have about 30 seconds left. Severe chances this week as well, possibly?
Yeah, it looks like our severe weather threat is back because we're going to find that trough in the western U.S. moving across the area. So for the next 36 hours, particularly I think Wednesday afternoon into the evening, we will likely see some severe weather. We're also, I think, very likely going to have very heavy rainfall Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. That could lead to flash flooding. The good news is, though, once that trough moves across the area, it moves into the eastern U.S., and we finally get that drier, more quiet weather pattern we've been waiting for.
And we are all ready for it, that's for sure. Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warriner, thanks for being here today and kind of explaining how this is all taking place this year.
No problem.
All right, we'll be back with more Ozarks Tonight right after this.